An impressive physique is something many men wish they had, and many others have tried to achieve but never did. What makes it so hard to get an impressive physique? Other than building muscle, which is always going to be hard, it's having the right structure in your workouts and knowing what muscle groups and exercises to focus on. In this video, we'll show you exactly what you need to do to achieve a very impressive physique, so make sure you watch the whole way through the video. Listen, the number one thing that all men with impressive physiques have in common is a great shoulder to waist ratio. What's a great shoulder to waist ratio, you ask? Well, it's when the shoulders are wider than the waist. The wider the shoulders and the narrower the waist, the greater shoulder to waist ratio you have. You can imagine it like a triangle flipped upside down. Some are born with very broad shoulders and narrow waists, others are not so fortunate. If you're one of the unfortunate ones and have a thick waist, narrow shoulders, and look more like a square than an upside down triangle, you should just accept your fate and move on, right? Wrong. What you need to do to change this is to train the right muscles and get them bigger. If those muscles get bigger, the more impressive and attractive your physique will be. You can't change your bone structure, but what we all can do is change our body composition. Getting bigger muscles in the right places combined with a lower body fat percentage will do the trick. The muscles you need to focus on are the neck muscles, the shoulders, the upper half of your back, and your upper chest. If those muscles are big, you'll have more of a V shape to your physique and look more masculine, even in clothes. The shoulders and upper back will give you a wider look to your upper frame. The upper chest will fill out your chest area, and a big neck will give you a way more masculine look in clothes or not. Having a wide and thick upper back is also very important. Filling out that t-shirt or having that wide frame in any outfit really shows that you have an impressive physique under all the layers. To get those muscles bigger, you obviously need to train them. The best way to train those muscle groups and ensure they're getting bigger over time is to focus on getting stronger on movements that target those muscle groups. So let's go over the muscle groups and what you need to do to get them bigger. The shoulders have 3 muscle heads, and it's vital to train them all for a well-rounded set of shoulders. The 3 heads of the shoulders are the anterior deltoid, medial deltoid, and posterior deltoid. They're also commonly known as the front, mid, and rear deltoids. For the anterior deltoid, you should perform some sort of shoulder press. The military press is great for tracking your strength because your form stays pretty much the same and there's not much room for cheat reps. You should focus on lower rep ranges and really try to get stronger by tracking your sets, reps, and weight. For the medial head, you should perform some sort of lateral raises. There are many variations of the lateral raise. Cables are honestly the most superior when it comes to training the medial head because the cable machines give your medial head tension throughout the whole movement. You should perform higher reps for the medial head of the shoulders and really get the blood flowing into your muscle. For the posterior deltoids, the focus is pretty much the same as with the medial deltoids. Higher rep ranges to really get that burn and blood into the muscle. You can choose from many different exercise variations, but the one that really stands out is the rear delt cable fly. The posterior deltoid, or the rear delt as many call it, is slept on by a lot of gym bros. The biggest reason for that is when they look in the mirror, they can't see their rear delts, because they're located on the back of the shoulder and therefore they don't see a reason to train them. But the big secret to having a well-rounded set of shoulders is to develop the rear delts. So please do yourself a favor and start working on your rear delts as soon as possible. The next muscle you should focus on is the upper chest. For the upper chest, an incline barbell bench press is great to really build strength. There are other options such as an incline dumbbell bench press, and some other machines achieve the same goal. The reason a barbell bench press is the best for getting stronger is that your form stays pretty much the same throughout your sets and reps because both of your hands are holding onto the barbell. Whereas with dumbbells, your hands can travel through the air at different speeds with a different range of motion, and your form rarely stays the same from workout to workout, which makes it harder to know if you're really building strength or if your reps are just a bit different than the last time. Don't get us wrong, a dumbbell chest press is a great option to build a great set of pecs, but for the strength aspect, a barbell would be the superior choice if your form isn't solid. For the back, there's one exercise that if you get stronger at it, your back will grow. There are almost no exceptions. Get stronger at this exercise we're about to talk about and your back will grow. The exercise in question is weighted pull-ups. A lot of people can't perform pull-ups on their own, which is totally normal, but with a little help, everyone can. If you can't perform a pull-up on your own, use a resistance band or do negative pull-ups and focus on getting more reps in your sets every week. If, however, you can do pull-ups, then you should invest in a pull-up belt and start adding some weight to your pull-ups. You should be able to do at least 10 strict pull-ups on your own before you start adding weight though. The next muscle on our list is the neck. The neck consists of many different muscles, and if trained correctly, it will get bigger and stronger. You might ask yourself, why should I be training my neck? It's best if we just show you. Look at both these pictures and tell us which one looks better. Here's Brad Pitt, one of the most handsome and masculine actors of our time. Here you can see him with his normal neck size, and beside that picture, he has a pencil neck, as some would call it. Not only does a thicker neck look so much better and more masculine than the pencil neck, but having a thicker neck will also provide a great finishing touch to a powerful physique and help support good head position and an overall better posture. Direct neck training also reduces neck tightness, improves breathing, improves your squats and deadlifts, and lastly, direct neck training can prevent injuries. There are a few exercises that you can do to achieve a bigger and stronger neck, but many of them can be dangerous. Here are 3 solid neck exercises that will help with getting a bigger neck: shrugs, weighted neck extensions, and weighted neck curls. Those neck exercises are everything you need to build a bigger neck. Now that we've gone over the muscle groups you need to build to achieve a very impressive physique, but hold on, we put together a simple workout program you can follow to make things a lot easier for you. This program is fairly simple and only has you training 3 times per week. You might think that's not a lot, but this gives you plenty of room to recover, which makes it great for building strength and muscle. To know where you stand strength-wise, we've created something you can follow. We've made 3 categories to measure your strength: good, great, and godlike. Good is someone who is in above average shape. Great is someone who's in top shape. Godlike is someone who is befitting of a god, someone in such spectacular shape that you can't possibly fathom that they are in fact merely human. Here are some strength standards for these 3 major lifts. Incline bench press. Good. Press 1 times your body weight for 5 reps. Great. Press 1.2 times your body weight for 5 reps. Godlike. Press 1.4 times your body weight for 5 reps. Weighted chin-ups. Good. 30% body weight attached to you for 5 reps. Great. 50% body weight attached to you for 5 reps. Godlike. 70% body weight attached to you for 5 reps. Standing barbell press. Good. Press 0.7 times your body weight for 5 reps. Great. Press 0.85 times your body weight for 5 reps. Godlike. Press 1 times your body weight for 5 reps. It doesn't have to be a complicated process to build any muscle group. There are just a few basic steps you need to follow. You need to identify what muscles you want to get bigger, choose one leading exercise for each muscle group to get stronger at week by week, have a few exercises that focus on hypertrophy for the muscle groups that you want to get bigger, eat slightly above calorie maintenance, eat enough protein, and lastly, recover from your workouts. The determining factor for progressively getting stronger and bigger is your nutrition and recovery. In the gym, we break down our muscles so they can get bigger and stronger when they recover. So please remember to take your nutrition and recovery days seriously. If you want to learn more about nutrition, how to track your macros, and figure out how many calories you should eat and more, you should watch this video next. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.